On this week's episode of One Up Me, Harry Potter is getting a mobile game, the Halo Master Chief Collection is coming to PC, and some really cool changes are coming to the Epic Games Store. Enjoy the show.
How is everybody doing out there today? I hope you're having a wonderful week. My name is Ryan Smith. I'm joined always by my co-host, Jordan Sims, and you are listening to One Up Me, episode 49. What is going on, Jordan? How's your week going?
Going well. It's been I feel like my weeks are getting longer and longer because we only do one podcast, which is fine. I like it. It's a lot happens, so I have a lot to talk about today, which is always fun.
Anything interesting happened this week to you?
No. I just got more money, which is always nice. It's nice to have money.
Yeah.
So that's really it. I won an auction that I forgot I was a part of on eBay.
One of those, would you go on like Beezits or something?
No, it was
those websites.
Yeah. No, it was for some original artwork by a artist on eBay. It was one of those things that you randomly watch on eBay and you're like, whatever. Like, I'll watch this, but I won't actually buy it.
Yeah. But
I only bid $1, and then shipping was like $10. So I got this art by Mathis Gomez. He's a comic book artist, and he drew like Red Hood, and it looks really cool. And
how did you win?
Just
$1.
Well, that was the starting bid. Nobody else bid, and there was like 5 minutes left, and so I just bid $1, and I won. So
oh wow, that's kind of sucks for that guy.
Yeah. So I paid like $11 for that, or 99 cents really, and then because you can overbid and be like, this is my maximum bid, and then if no one bids, you just get it for the starting bid, and the starting bid was 99 cents, so I won it for 99 cents plus the shipping, which was $10.50. So
I got you.
Yeah, so
and that's pretty cool though.
Yeah, so I got this Red Hood artwork, and it's like Red Hood, and it's just a simple background with some bats in the background. He's like holding his hands out, and he's like, "You haven't changed at all, Bruce," which is like a really cool scene from the comics when he's arguing with Batman. By the way, Bruce Wayne is Batman, for those of you that didn't know. So, yeah, that's really it. I played some games, watched some stuff, did some things. It's been a good week all in all. Got some Grey Pico.
The what?
Got some Grey Pico this morning. It's always good to have Grey Pico.
What is that, like grape soda?
Yeah. Remember we Googled it? You Googled it last time. It's sparkling grape soda since 1916. Yeah.
Sure.
Exactly.
Let's say I remember that.
There you go.
I talked about last week. I was went to my mom's for her birthday, and so I came out. I was getting ready to leave. I came out and she had packed she's moving, and she had packed both my brother's stuff, and my stuff with I was like, I told her, yeah, we can pack my stuff that you still have in my car, and I'll take it to my apartment. And then I come out and she has packed all their stuff too. So my entire car is absolutely filled with just, I have no idea what. Mostly not my stuff, but I was like, they're never going to get this crap. I'm going to have to dump it on their porch.
Yeah. Man, moving is always interesting because it's like, here's this stuff that's not mine.
I hate moving. I hate moving so much.
Me too. I'm dreading moving in May, or whenever I do. I guess it is May, yeah. So,
I mean, it's usually good, I guess, because, I guess you're I don't know, but even if it's a good thing, it's still a pain to have to do.
I'm just glad I'm not moving with any furniture except a chair, which I might leave here. Because
You're just going to put it on the top of your car and drive up here?
No, I think somebody's going to pull a trailer or something for me because, obviously my car is very small. It can fit, my computer and a backpack, and that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty small. I don't want to turn this into a moving podcast, but yeah, I'm kind of dreading it too. I kind of wish we were able to get a third roommate so I wouldn't have to actually move.
Yeah.
But I understand. We haven't been able to find any. Obviously, it's a big ask to have somebody move in. But let's get on and move to some opening news here. We got Spyro is getting subtitles. I didn't even realize that it didn't have them until recently, which is kind of weird.
I didn't either. One, I haven't played the game, and two, I don't think I used subtitles in the original games. Also, can't remember if they were on by default, if they were just part of the game or not. They might have been, but
yeah, I don't know. IGN reports that it says included in the patch notes for the Reignited Trilogy's PlayStation 4 patch 1.03 and Xbox One patch 1.02. Developer Toys for Bob has added subtitles in all supported languages across the 3 games for previously unsupported cinematics. This includes character headers to identify active speakers, succinct lines, splits for readability and confirmed nope, and colored text for improved character association in most languages. So obviously this is nice. It's kind of weird that it wasn't in from the start. I am somebody who uses subtitles in certain games and TV shows and stuff. So this could be helpful for me if they're too quiet. And obviously people who are deaf, this would be a must.
Exactly. I think it's a good thing. I'm glad they're putting it in because sometimes, the mixing might not, for a couple seconds, might be a little wonky, and you might be like, well, what did they say? Even though you might know what they say. Sometimes it takes away from the immersion of playing the game if you're wondering for, a good couple minutes what dialogue was said right there and you didn't get to experience it. So
yeah, maybe. I mean, this might be, I don't know. I do want to play this game, but there's other games that I need to play. Sekiro's coming out soon.
Exactly.
And Apex Legends, I'm just playing that constantly. But yeah, that's I guess speaking of Apex, if you have not jumped in the past couple days, excuse me, you may not know that they have these jump pads on the map now, which they're like basically like little pads on the ground that you run around and it lets you jump really high. And people are saying that this is yet another sign that the new hero Octane is coming, because I believe that this is an ability of his.
Yeah, I've read that it was his ultimate, which is making me kind of... I don't know how I thought he would play, but jump pads was not my first thought.
I mean, I knew about the jump pads, but I don't know if it's his ultimate or not, because I don't know how good that is. It doesn't seem that good. Exactly.
That's my thing. I've heard, yes, it's his ultimate, maybe it's not his ultimate, but there's been no actual, work.
I guess you could compare it to, the robots.
Pathfinders,
get farther.
Zipline, yeah.
So, or Wraiths, which also kind of let you get farther, but both of them seem like they could get you much further.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I actually have not had a chance to try it out, so I could be wrong. Did you hear Apex Legends is at least one college? Yeah, some college in Massachusetts apparently is giving out scholarships for Apex Legends.
Yeah,
that was quick.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome for people that are good at the game or people that want to get better at the game, or, maybe it could get some people into college, which would be a really cool thing, because college is expensive.
Oh, yeah, college is definitely expensive.
So I saw that, and I think it's really awesome for, the college to do that. Whoever the dean is, that's...
It says right here on Variety... this college is giving out a one-time $5,000 scholarship to the college. So $5,000 is not chump change.
No, I mean that can buy you 3 whole books. So
I mean that could buy you a semester at college, depending on the college. If it's not a super expensive one.
Exactly. So I think that's awesome. I saw that and I was like, that's really good news. It's really cool to see. I think it's a really cool thing they're offering this scholarship for people. Because usually people only get scholarships for, being smart. And you don't ever really hear about anyone.
People have got scholarships for athlete. This is basically an athletic
scholarship. Exactly.
It's kind of what you could compare it to.
Yes, thank you.
Except it's only for $5,000, and a lot of times athletic scholarships are, obviously if you're a big football star, you can get a full ride at colleges. And then lastly here, before we get into the new games, it has been heavily implied that Castle Crashers will be released for the PlayStation 4 and for the Switch. The developers of the game, I believe it's Behemoth, tweeted out controllers for the Switch and for the PS4 in the colors of each of the characters. I probably won't play this, but I will say that I did play a lot of Castle Crashers back in the day.
I did as well. I really enjoyed that game. So it's really cool to see them putting it out on new consoles for people to enjoy.
Probably won't be too expensive either.
No, not at all. It shouldn't be at all. But speaking of things you can enjoy, there's some new games and some new stuff that you can dive into and have a bunch of fun with. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice is coming out on March 22nd.
Man, I'm so excited for this game. I love From Software. Bloodborne is one of my favorite games of all time. This game looks so good.
I will be picking this up, and it will be my first From Software video game.
I'm interested to see how what you think about it.
Me too. I feel that, yes, I know they've made awesome games. I know you speak very highly of them. Our other friends do as well. My friends, yes, people speak very highly of From Software games.
They will kick. The games will kick your ass, but they're fair, and they are mechanically very very well made, and they're also a very interesting environmental storytelling.
So I really want to try this out. I need to pick it up. I want to watch a YouTube video to see if the collection
got a lot of noise. I don't know why it's so squeaky.
Just put some WD-40 on it later. Just a little.
Maybe I need to. Got to go to the hardware store and buy some WD-40.
I'm pretty sure Dollar General or Dollar Tree has WD-40 nowadays.
I don't know about Dollar Tree. Dollar General might.
Yeah, probably Dollar General. But
I don't want to go downtown. Dollar General where I live is in this weird part of town that I never go to.
And just go to Walmart. It's right there.
I could just go to Walmart, but then I had to go to Walmart.
That's
I do
true.
need groceries, though. But I'd really go to Kroger. But then I won't be able to get WD-40 at Kroger.
I'm sure Kroger
maybe
has
they do
WD-40.
sell WD-40.
It's just like a common thing,
I wonder if they sell it. They do have, some supplies and stuff.
If they have duct tape, they should have WD-40. It's like essential.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like those two things, if duct tape or WD-40 can't fix it, it's probably not worth fixing.
It's probably not fixable either. Yeah, exactly. We also have One Piece World Seeker, which is out now. This game is strange because it seems like it's getting it's not getting great reviews, but I've also seen some game outlets give it some pretty decent 7s and 8s. So I don't know. I wanted this game to be good so badly. I adore One Piece. It's probably it is my favorite super long running show. I'd say Hunter x Hunter is better, which is another long running show, but it's also way longer than Hunter x Hunter.
Exactly.
So while I didn't expect this game to be great, I was hoping for it to be a little better, a little more well received than it seems like it's being. It's got a 56 on Metacritic, which obviously is not what I was hoping for. Let's see, God is a Geek gave it an 85. I was trying to see, but then DualShockers gave it a 60. Push Square gave it a 30. My gosh.
Oh my gosh, man.
That's so bad. That makes me so sad.
Dang. Every time I see something about One Piece, I'm like, I should really watch that. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't have time for that right now. I cannot. Maybe when I have literally nothing else to do.
IGN gave it a 4.8, it looks like.
Okay.
DualShockers, I don't know if I said them or not. They gave it a 6, it looks like.
So mixed reviews on One Piece World Seeker.
I don't know. Apparently, it looks really good. It's a very pretty game, but apparently the combat is repetitive, but it's got a good story and it looks good. So it's apparently, from the reviews that I've watched, that's the gist of it. But something else came out this week that actually has good reviews. That is The Division 2, which is out now, or it's out when you're listening to this. This game is, I've been interested in it, but I don't know, I was very hesitant, and I'm still slightly hesitant. But apparently it's really good.
Okay. Yeah, I said, if you get it, I'll get it.
If I get it, you'll get it? Okay. Yeah. I'm going to look into getting it. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And then finally, the last thing we have on here is Baptiste, which is the new healer class hero in Overwatch, will be out on March the 19th. So by the time you're listening to this, he should be on live servers. Good luck actually trying to play him, though, because everyone, will want to be trying him out.
Exactly. You can always jump in the practice range and see what's up with that.
So
though.
what you been playing, Jordan?
So I kind of just did this backwards. I kind of just smushed everything together. It's not actually necessarily the order I've been.
Who cares? I just
doing
write things down randomly. None of this is in
exactly.
order.
So I finished the Umbrella Academy.
Oh, nice. What'd you think?
It was awesome. I found myself opening up Comixology after that and looking into getting the comics. I didn't pull the trigger and buy them, but I definitely.
I think they're on Comixology Unlimited.
I do believe. I think I might have downloaded the first one. Now I'm curious to see if it's actually on there.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna sign into Comixology here.
Okay. Umbrella Academy.
Amazon sign in.
Let's see. So is it? Yeah. I can borrow. So I'm borrowing the first novel right now, and now I'm downloading it. So okay. I can read that. I really enjoyed it. I didn't realize there was that many episodes. There was the episode before the last episode. The way it ended, yeah. I was like, okay, this is the end. I'm cool. I'm satisfied with this ending. It's a good way to end. I'm happy with it. And then Netflix did its thing, playing next episode, and I was like, what? I was like, hold on, there's another episode? Cool. I was like, I was down with, how it ended. I was happy with it. Sure, there could be a second season and stuff.
There will be a second season.
Of course.
There's definitely going to be a second season.
Exactly. So as someone that picked up the comic like years ago and looked at it and flipped through it, and I was like, this isn't for me. Seeing it now, it's a universe that I thoroughly enjoy. I think Klaus is my favorite character. So, I like all of them.
I like Klaus. I used to like number 5 a lot.
He's such a dick.
Yeah, he is.
But, he's been through a lot. So, moving on to some more Netflix.
Speaking of the Netflix syndrome, I guess you could call it, I kind of felt that way when I was watching The Punisher the other day. Except kind of in a bad way, because I think I'm 8 or 9 episodes in. And I was like, okay, this has a couple more episodes. But I was like, I forgot. All these stupid Marvel shows have 12 episodes.
Exactly.
So if we got like 5 episodes left, oh my gosh.
Yes.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's good. It's very good, but I don't know. That's 12 episodes is a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. So I started watching 7 Deadly Sins season 2 or season 3 if it's on Netflix, because I don't count season 2 as the real season 2. Cause
it's not season 2. Netflix doesn't even call it season 2 anymore. If you look it up.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'm watching season 2, and I'm diving back into anime. I didn't stop watching it. I just kind of put everything on hiatus to watch, Sirens and New Amsterdam and some other. I know. I know.
Yeah, maybe it's good. I don't know.
I put anime on hold to watch some live action television.
I mean, that's fine, but why would you put anime on hold to watch a show about
mermaids,
people driving ambulances,
and then doctors? Yeah. Well, no. Sirens is about them.
I know.
You're making a joke.
I mean, there's plenty of live action. Breaking Bad is one of the greatest.
True.
Entertainment things ever.
Exactly. And I caught up on The Flash. But anyway, back to 7 Deadly Sins. I'm back in anime. Not that I ever left, but it's really cool to just get that anime punch in the face after a while. When something happens, you're like, oh my gosh, this would take a whole season to happen in a show with real people in it. But 3 episodes into season 2, it's like, hey, here's this thing. It's like, what? It's like, here's this big old plot thing. It's like, oh, okay. Wow, that's a lot of information to handle 3 episodes in. So I think I'm 4 or 5 episodes in now, and it's rolling. And then I looked and I was like, there's 24 episodes? I was like, what is going to happen this season? I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be an epic season. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to do with that. And then
that's nothing for some shows.
Oh yeah, exactly. Not at all. And then there's a movie that takes place after season 2, so I'm excited to watch all that because I really enjoy the mythos that is 7 Deadly Sins. Like Ryan said, we've both been playing some Apex Legends.
It's still great, but I'm just waiting for that battle pass,
Dude,
man, at this point.
The battle pass isn't out. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed because they teased it and they put in the jump pads, and now it's just like, where's my battle pass? It's like, I got money in my PayPal waiting. It's for you. It's for me to give to you. Like, I want to give you more money. Just let me give you money for the battle pass.
I'm definitely gonna buy a battle pass when it finally drops. But I'm just kind of sitting here waiting, twiddling my thumbs.
Exactly.
I'm actually considering buying because I have like double the amount of points you need to buy a hero. I'm considering buying what's his name?
Mirage.
Mirage, yeah, just because I don't know. I figured you might have to buy the hero with those points. I guess you probably still can, but I'm gonna get the battle pass, so it's almost kind of like, well, what's the point,
Yeah, I'd say just wait and see what all comes with the battle
pass.
pass.
I'm thinking that might be a good idea. Yeah, that might be a good idea.
So I played some more Pokemon Conquest, and man, I love
it's good.
real-time strategy games. It's one of those things where I have to like pay attention to that game. I can't just like play it and do other stuff. I don't know. I like it, so.
Yeah, I need to put some more time into it. I have played it, but I've only played a couple hours of it, maybe.
Yeah, I got to like the second little cluster of kingdoms or whatever they're called.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool.
So I like it. It does a lot of cool stuff. I would play a second game of it, if they made one.
It's been like almost 10 years since the game came out, though, so I don't think we're gonna get a second one.
Probably not.
You played Persona 4 yet? No, you haven't got your Vita yet, have you?
No, my Vita will probably be here at the beginning of April, honestly. So.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, I want to.
You still got like a couple weeks to go.
Exactly. I want to finish Horizon Zero Dawn before I jump into Persona, though. Honestly, it's.
I don't think that game's that long, so you'll probably be able to do that pretty easily.
Yeah, I'm like 12 hours into Horizon Zero Dawn, and I got past that hard level I was stuck at last week. I just had to take a different, heading or a different strategy on it. Go back, get some more materials and stuff, and then some more stuff happened, and I stumbled upon a place earlier in the game, and then I was like, I'm gonna look up and see what level I have to be to do this thing, and I was like, okay, I'm about around the right level, and I finally got to the thing, and I was like, wow. Like, it was one of those, like, excited but also terrifying moments in the game where it's like, this is crazy. Like, I did not expect this to happen in this moment. It's not even like a main story thing. It's just like a side thing. And I was like, man, this is really...
Jordan.
Yeah?
Just want to let you know you are saying like a lot.
Thank you. I honestly did not even realize that, but I appreciate you telling me. Yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn is great, though. I can tell the story is going to start picking up. It feels like it's going to start moving pretty quickly. Some stuff's been happening, and I want to see how it plays out. It's definitely interesting to see. It's written very well, and every time you're running through a town or running through with people and different stuff, you can tell they put a lot of time and effort into the side missions, which is really cool. So I could definitely see myself maybe going back and doing some of the side missions, but not anytime soon. Maybe like in a couple months or something. And I don't even know anything about the DLC, so I'm curious to see what that's about.
Yeah, I am excited to eventually play that. I have been playing some Persona 4. I'm actually glad that I ended up picking up that Vita. Persona 4 is such a good game. I'm just all that. I'm only several hours in maybe at this point. I'm really excited to see when you finally get your Vita, so I can see what you think about that game.
Exactly.
But I have been playing some AC Odyssey as well. This is the first Assassin's Creed game I've played since, I want to say probably Brotherhood, which was very, very long ago. Probably nearly 10 years ago since the last Assassin's Creed game I played. And I know people were talking kind of about the fact that Origins and Odyssey aren't Assassin's Creed games, I know some people were saying. And the first thing I thought of was, sounds like a good thing to me.
Exactly.
Assassin's Creed just got so old. They were all the same thing, and a lot of times they were broken. but I'm really liking the combat in this game is actually challenging. I remember in some of the old ones, I just stood there and I held my sword, parried, and then just sliced their neck, and you just one-shotted everybody by doing that. But in this game, you actually can't really do that unless you sneak up behind them and assassinate them. But even then, if you're a lower level than them, many times it'll do damage, but it won't kill them.
Oh, that's
so
good.
You have to actually think about strategies and actually fight people, not just run in there and stab them and run away. I'm very, very much enjoying this. I picked Cassandra, and its story is actually kind of interesting too. No spoilers, although I am very early on. It seems like it's going to be like a revenge tale of sorts.
The last game I've been playing, though, aside from reading Sonic FAQ, which I don't know how I started doing that to begin with, but Sonic...
I remember we were talking about something, and...
Yeah, we were talking about Sonic Gravy. Yeah.
So. Oh, that's right. I was eating Sonic Gravy, and you ended up... Also, you looked up videos on YouTube about Sonic Gravy.
Yeah.
And there's a weird, 6-second video of these two girls that are absolutely... I don't know if they're stoned or what, but...
They're just...
They are out of their mind drunk or something. Yeah. But they're like, gravy!
And they're just drinking the gravy. But I tried getting another date to prom. I played some more Monster Prom. I did the second term DLC, which is beautifully written, just like the first term. And I tried asking out Zoe. She's one of the new characters. She's pretty much Cthulhu, but in a teenage girl. And I got turned down again. So, third time is the charm for going to prom. Maybe I'll get a date the third time, but, Zoe said, "Oh no, it's not possible for us to go together in this timeline. You see, in this alternate version where I get to have fun at prom, which I highly suspect won't be possible if going with you."
Dang.
Yeah, man. This...
That was brutal.
Monster Prom is super well written.
It's just not Zoe. It looks like Zoe.
It might be Zoe.
I would say Zoe. I mean, Zoe. I would say Zoe.
So,
I mean, there's no Y, I guess, but I would say Zoe.
So if you have 30 minutes or an hour and some extra change, please buy Monster Prom. You can also play.
How much is it?
I think $20 for the original and $10 for the DLC. But there's always sales going on, or at least I got them both. I got them both for $10 or less. So I really enjoyed it. It's beautiful. I already said that, and it's well written. Like I said before, I just like everything about it. It's a really cool dating simulator. It's 1 to 4 players, so if you want to play with your friends, you can. I think you can even play on the same computer if you wanted to, which would be a cool kind of party game. So I'd be curious to see about playing with you guys or something. If we're all when we're in the same room, that'd be cool to see what that's all about, because I really do enjoy it.
How would we play? What is the co-op?
So you each pick a character, and then you all try to get a date to prom. So
okay.
I don't actually know if you all try to compete to get the same date for prom, or if it's 4 individual people, 4 individual dates. So I don't know. I'll have to look into that. You can also create rooms, which is kind of cool. So I could play with random strangers if I wanted to. So I might try that for my third term at Monster High. So that'd be kind of
I have heard good things about it. So then finally, I've been watching Steins Gate Zero, which is the sequel that came out 7 years after the original, or 8 years or something. To the original Steins Gate. I'm really enjoying it. The show is super melancholy and sad, just like the original. But the original is one of my favorite animes, one of my favorite shows of all time. So I'm very much enjoying that. And then I've nearly caught up with 2 or 3 seasons of South Park that I fell behind on. Man, I don't know how they do it, because The Simpsons and Family Guy just have not been able to consistently do it as long as they have. As long as South Park has. I adore South Park. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Maybe I should watch
They just
South
don't
Park.
care. What?
said maybe I should watch South Park.
Have you not ever seen South Park?
I think I've seen one episode
Dude,
ever.
South Park is one of the greatest shows of all time, without a doubt.
I know. I've heard that up and down, and I just haven't watched it.
Oh my gosh, they just one of my friends was talking to, like, one of the reasons and I kind of agree with him, that South Park has kind of stayed relevant and stayed good for so long, unlike The Simpsons, is because they kind of aren't really afraid to make fun of anything.
Yeah, I've definitely heard that. It's I'll have to watch, an episode or two, or maybe even a season, and then
I would honestly start from season 1.
Oh yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't just
although
jump
there's
in
not
where
really
it
any
is now.
spoilers or anything. It's, kind of just every week something new happens. There might be
Exactly.
there are callbacks, but I would definitely start from season 1.
So maybe I can do that. I can put it in my schedule, and then
it's only like 10 episodes per season. So
that's not bad. Yeah,
it's on Hulu. It's also
okay. Yeah, and then I can share my thoughts with you all, because I think that'd be fun to be like, this is what I think about South Park after it being out for years and me never experiencing it except one episode.
Yeah,
So.
I think they're on like season 22 now, or
Oh
they
my
may
goodness.
may have already finished season 22. And then finally, I almost forgot to mention this. I beat South Park: The Fractured But Whole. That game is really, really funny, really good. Kind of a old school-ish turn-based RPG. I am 2 trophies away from getting the platinum. One of them is some weird combat thing you have to do, and the other one I'm gonna have to play through again. As this time I have to play through as a black person. I think it's just, yeah. It don't have to be a man or a woman. Just you have to pick a black character and then play through again. I think I could probably beat it pretty quickly. Just pick the character and then just not do any of the side missions basically, and I should be able to beat it pretty quickly. But I'm probably gonna do that later on.
Nice.
Not right away.
Well,
I thought you were gonna say something. My bad.
no, I was just gonna say let's get into the news.
Yeah, let's get into some news.
So, The Messenger is going to be on the PlayStation 4. Thank you, Game Informer, as I realized that I do not have this article open, but it's open now.
I got you. So, according to Game Informer, the indie action platform The Messenger, which was released last year on PC and Switch, which, by the way, that game is amazing. So if you haven't played it yet and you have a PC, a Switch, or now PS4, I guess, you should definitely pick it up. It's like an old school NES type game. It's not easy, and I definitely need to. I never actually beat it. But now players on the PlayStation 4 will get to see what all the fuss is about, says Game Informer, as the game releases in just 1 week on the console. So check that out if you have a PlayStation 4 and you want to play the critically acclaimed indie.
So, as someone that's never played The Messenger and owning a PS4 and a PS4, a PC, and Switch, what platform would you recommend me playing it on if I decide to play said game?
I like it on Switch. That's the only platform I've played it on. But I think the Switch is kind of an indie machine for me.
Okay.
And also you can kind of carry it around, and if you're, kind of have a few minutes, you can try to beat a boss or try to get a little further in the game. So I would recommend it on Switch, but if you don't have a Switch, I'm sure it's going to be great on PS4 as well.
So GameSpot wrote an article about Harry Potter's new game. It's going to be Harry Potter mixed with Pokemon Go and some other RPG elements. Is it for me? No. But I'm sure a lot of Harry Potter fans are going to enjoy this.
It's one of the most popular franchises of the last 20 or 30 years, I'd say.
Exactly. Now, when I say, is this game for me? No. Am I a Harry Potter fan? Yeah, I enjoy Harry Potter. I love fantasy and all this other stuff, but that's not here nor there. Let's tell you about what you're going to be able to do in this game. So, Nikai?
No.
Nikai?
Do you know how to pronounce Niantic?
Thank you.
That's like...
I don't know how to...
Go crap. Do what?
I do not know how to pronounce their name today, apparently, because
now you do.
I've definitely... Niantic. I've definitely said that name before. So, it is... They announced last year that they're going to be working on a new AR game. It's going to be based on the Harry Potter franchise. Now we got some more information for you. It's going to be called Harry Potter Wizards Unite. And if you're wondering when you can get your hands on this, if you go to your respective app store, Google Play or the whatever it's called on Apple, I guess just the App Store.
Yeah, it's just called the App Store.
On Apple, you can pre-register so you can get updates on the game, and also it'll send you a little notification saying, hey, the game's out, you can download it. So what you'll be able to do is, in this game, it's obviously in the Harry Potter universe. It takes place several years after Deathly Hallows, and what's going on is there's some bad stuff going on. They use the word, it centers around a calamity that's put the wizarding world at risk, and pretty much what you're going to be doing is, the wizarding world, all this chaos and stuff's going on, and you're going to be working for the statue,
ministry or something. Or
yeah, the Statue of Secrecy.
The statute.
Yes, thank you.
The international. I don't know. Maybe it's Statute of Secrecy, not
the International Statute of Secrecy. It's pretty much the law that helps Muggles not realize there's magical stuff.
Yeah.
Well, but the actual people you're going to be working for is going to be the Statute of Secrecy Task Force. So it's like, I would assume it's like their police. That's kind of the vibe I get from the books and the movies.
I think it's like the auras and stuff. Maybe.
Exactly. Yeah. So pretty much you're going to
be an aura.
Yeah. So you're going to be keeping the world, the Muggles, safe from magic. So it doesn't completely make them go insane. Because I know if someone just randomly came to me one day and was like, hey, there's magic and stuff and the world might end, have a nice day.
No, it's not.
I mean,
that's what you gotta say.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
be
wag your finger, like put your hand on your hip. Like, wag your finger. Nuh-uh.
Exactly.
Not today.
So.
Because I'm a secret statue.
That's right. So apparently, you're going to be going out with your phone, or I guess tablet if your tablet has data on it.
I don't know if I trust somebody who plays Pokemon Go on a tablet.
Or tucks in their t-shirt. So.
Or what?
Or tucks in their t-shirt, man. If I see somebody that tucks in their t-shirt, I'm walking across the street. I'm gonna walk the other way
as fast as possible.
Exactly.
I'm gonna do like that fast walk where you can kind of hear your pants like rubbing together. Yep. Like you're wearing
I will walk across
like
traffic.
A tracksuit or something. Like
yes.
Like, man, no. Especially if they have their t-shirt tucked in with the belt.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. No, sir. No, you're not gonna kill me today.
So, you'll be able to go out in the real world and find traces of magic to contain them. Obviously, in the Harry Potter universe, there's gonna be cute names. They're gonna be called foundables, which are gonna be items scattered throughout the universe and the world. You can go find confoundables, or whatever is trapping a foundable and putting it in danger. So you can go. It's kind of like you tap the traces, kind of like you would in Harry Potter, and you can.
You do what?
It's the way the article is describing it. It says, foundables are the scattered items, and confoundables, or whatever is trapping a foundable, putting it in danger.
Okay.
You tap the traces like you would.
What does that mean? The traces.
So the traces of the
traces of magic. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, the traces of magic, like you would a Pokeball, and enter into an AR optional encounter, like you saw, like in the trailer that you can watch. You
gotta kill the magical creature.
Yeah.
Avada Kedavra.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's. Can I learn Avada Kedavra? That's the only one I need.
I mean, I would assume so.
Somebody's like, Expelliarmus. I'm like, Avada Kedavra. Oh, you're dead.
That's right. So spells also do come into play for combat, which really sets the Wizard. I'm gonna call it Harry Potter Go, which sets Harry Potter Go aside from Pokemon because it's magic and spells. So attacks are turn-based, but on timers, so you need to think offensively and defensively. So I think it's kind of cool. I'm sure people would enjoy this. Apparently, there's going to be this is going to be much more, I'd say, in depth than the other Harry Potter mobile game that
Yeah, people did not like that game. Apparently,
No.
I downloaded it and I was interested in it, but I heard that the microtransactions were horrible, so I just decided to not even try it.
Exactly. The article goes on to say that Wizards Unite is more than a typical RPG like Pokemon Go. You can brew potions, which you find which varies based on location, weather, time of day, and even the lunar phase. So that's actually really cool. I like when games do stuff like that because it's nice to be able to travel around and say you're taking a trip to, I don't know, Tahiti, and you find some cool stuff there that you don't find in your normal stomping ground. There will be voice acted characters, both existing and new characters, which is great. I'm a big fan of voice acting in anything, even mobile games, even though I don't really play them all that much. So you can swap between professions like Aurora or Professor, and then level up within each one lengthy skill tree. So, skills. It's definitely got some RPG elements.
Skills that kills.
That's right, because there's spell casting. Obviously, it's a Harry Potter game. You can improve things like your spell casting, and you can also use what they are calling, you can place port keys to turn wherever you are into a Wizarding World location for a short amount of time using the AR feature to view places like Ollivanders in 300.
Ollivanders.
Thank you. Ollivanders in 360 degrees.
I'm a nerd.
So it's okay.
I'm not a nerd. That's what I meant to say.
So I think
I'm curious. That's the word I'd like to use. I'm swerving around in my chair too much. I am curious to see how this goes. I love Harry Potter, but I don't know how good this is or how much I would like this.
Honestly,
apparently I've heard that they're going to try to not make the microtransactions too bad.
That's good. Honestly, I can't remember if I pre-registered for this or not, so I guess we'll find out if it sends me a notification on my phone.
Yeah, that's usually a good indicator.
Yeah, so I will probably test this out and see what's up about that, because why not? Might as well check it out and see what's up.
Oh yeah, I guess it'll be free. So, next up we have some some Halo news. This is coming from Halo's official website. Apparently, the Halo Master Wiz Khalifa.
That's right.
The Halo Master Chief Collection will be coming to PC, although no release date has been given. And apparently the games won't arrive all at once. It says,
I thought that was really weird. I was commenting on how that is weird, but it kind of makes sense. So they can make more money because, yes, people would buy it outright, but, if they release them one at a time, people will just buy them one at a time.
So they're going to, 343 is going to drop Halo Reach and put that on the Master Chief Collection, is that right?
Correct.
Okay, they're going to put it, which is already on Xbox One at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, and then after that, it says, the plan is to release each game in chronological order. Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, Jesus, I did not realize how many of these games there were, ODST, and Halo 4 in that order. You will be able to buy the games individually as they work towards completing the full set. Does it say how much they're going to be?
It does not.
Okay.
So
I would hope maybe $20 a piece or something. Sounds
exactly
about right. I like Halo, but it's not one of my favorite franchises. I've played a lot of them with my little brother years ago. He's not so little anymore, I guess. But I really enjoyed them. I'm interested to see how popular this becomes, if this kind of hits the market.
I saw this and I was like, this is really cool news. I'm excited for it. I probably won't be picking them up, but I know I don't know them personally, but it seems like the small bubble of people that I've seen on the internet are very excited about this, and I'm sure it's made a bunch of people happy, which is great. So, good. I'm glad this is happening. Maybe we'll see some more Microsoft collections come to PC.
Yeah, I know Microsoft is trying to kind of extend their reach, within the sphere of video games. We've talked about in the recent past, them doing things with phones and with the Switch. So this is kind of continuing to go in that direction. I honestly might pick this up. The more I look at this, the more I kind of want it.
It is really cool. It's they did one thing that stuck out to me is they said they wanted to make it a for, what they what's the word I'm looking for?
Mm-hmm.
A let's see. They said for the team at 343 Industries, the most important and critical element of this project is ensuring that the Master Chief Collection delivers a true, quote, first-class experience on PC. So I think that's awesome. They continued on by saying, we're embarking on a journey with our community to build a real PC experience that delivers on PC gamer expectations. The team is passionately committed to ensuring that all the features, bells, and whistles expected in a modern PC title are included with the Master Chief Collection. These features may vary somewhat by title and won't get everything in there all at once. This is a product and an experience that will grow and evolve over time. We're laying the groundwork for PC natives features such as excellent mouse and keyboard controls, support for multi-resolutions and aspect ratios, field of view sliders, and adjustable frame rates, to name a few. But yes, there will be support for Xbox gamepads and other PC controllers. So I think that's awesome. Microsoft is just doing a lot of good stuff for the gamer ecosystem right now. I'm just, slow clap for Microsoft.
Yeah,
Good job.
this is cool. Halo's obviously a very big franchise, and a lot of people that might have only had PCs may have not been able to play them yet. So I think this is another good thing that Microsoft is doing here. Moving on to some Kotaku news, it seems like Ninja, the popular streamer, may have been paid $1 million for his sponsored stream of Apex Legends recently. Citing anonymous sources, Kotaku says Routers published a report today saying EA paid Ninja $1 million to play Apex Legends and tweet about it the day after the game launched on February the 4th. The popular streamer has over 13 million followers on Twitch. Obviously, this means that anything that he does on there is going to be huge. Last year, obviously, we found out that he... I say obviously, it may not be obviously, but he did tell CNN that he makes up to and above 500K a month, and a lot more, quote, a lot more, in a good month. Although Kotaku was not able to independently verify the Routers report, two people who have worked with Ninja said he was paid $600K for one event last year. Those people who requested anonymity because they were not authorized to speak about the deal, as that they were not named. Ninja has not commented, it says, and EA declined to go into specifics. An EA rep told Kotaku that the company had a multi-part marketing engagement for Apex Legends that included paid engagements with some content creators at launch of the game, and we looked into to quickly introduce the game to the world, as they looked to quickly introduce the game to the world. Excuse me. However, they said that the paid streams were short-lived. After midday, February 5th, the date was over, and all the other streams were organic. It also seems, here it is, that Shroud, who is another massively popular streamer on Twitch, I believe he just hit 100,000 subscribers on Twitch, and which means 100,000 paid customers on Twitch, which is obviously mind-blowing. I believe that might make him the most subscribed to streamer on Twitch at the moment, and he was also, it doesn't say how much, but they believe that he was also paid to promote the game. Well, what are your thoughts on this, Jordan?
I think it's awesome. I don't have a problem with it. I know some people are like, he got paid. Well, it's his job. The way I look at Ninja and other people like that is they are professionals. They are essentially celebrities in their own right, and it's their job to promote gaming and to promote products. I mean, Ninja, it's just
Not
like
their job, but I mean, if they're at that moment, it was his job.
Exactly.
And I watched some of the streams. They had, Apex hashtag Apex Legends sponsor or whatever
Exactly.
on the screen and in the title and stuff, and they tweeted about it being a sponsor. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong here.
No, not at all. And I'm fine with it. He got paid to play video games. I'm glad that he is in a position in his life that he can do that. Did he help the game grow? Absolutely. Did I start playing the game because of Ninja? No. Did I learn some things from watching him play? Heck yeah. So it helped the game, helped me out. It was really enjoyable content. So I'm fine with this, It's sure he got $1 million for playing a video game. I think that's great that we live in a society that can happen.
I mean, this is a non-controversy. I'm sure some
exactly
people think this is not a controversy. I've heard some people saying, what could EA or Respawn have done with $1 million towards Apex? Nothing.
Exactly.
Literally nothing. That is a absolute microscopic drop compared for EA. Nothing.
Yeah. And even if half, so like we talked about last week, Apex Legends hit 50 million players. If half of them get this battle pass for what's it gonna?
Crap! If half of them, that's
What's it gonna be?
Was that $250 million or so? Well,
yeah.
I guess it depends on how much.
Let's say if the battle pass is $20.
It's not gonna be 20.
I know.
It's gonna be 10.
Okay, 10. Yeah. So I mean,
or it should be 10. It said 950 Apex.
Correct. Yeah.
Coins, which is around $10.
So if half of the people, 50 million, so if 25 million players get the battle pass for $10, I mean, what are they? They're fine. They're gonna release a battle pass. They're gonna do fine. I am not worried about EA getting $1 million. They will definitely get their money.
Yeah,
and I'm
sure $250 million.
Exactly. So I'm positive. I mean, I've given them $30.
People aren't worried about EA. Let's get that straight. Yeah, no one's worried about EA.
Exactly.
People,
me neither.
But they just kind of, I don't know. They think that maybe EA. I've heard some people say that EA could have put this towards the game, but I mean, this is really nothing for EA.
Not at all.
And $1 million really wouldn't go that far. Honestly, these games cost so much money to make, and this paying somebody $1 million, paying a few people $1 million, hundreds of thousands of dollars that have that much pull is going to go so far in advertising, basically.
Exactly, which is smart. It was a smart direction in for EA's, I guess, marketing team is what you'd call them. But I think it's a good thing. I think Apex is doing a lot of cool stuff. I'm excited for the Battle Pass and to see what is to come in the future. But there's been some Jump Force news, some updates from the Bandai Namco Twitter. So they released a 2019 update schedule. And obviously, they said schedule is subject to change. Exact release dates will be posted as we get close to each release and more updates to come. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of run through. So it starts in April, goes to August. I'm going to run through all this stuff, tell you that, and then I'm going to go back and break down one little item of it. And then we'll skirtle along to the next piece of news. So, in April, there's a free update.
Skirtle?
Yeah, skirtle.
Sounds unpleasant.
Like move along.
I don't know. You mean scuttle?
Maybe.
Even scuttle sounds gross. I don't want to scuttle either.
Okay.
I definitely don't want to skirtle. Whatever that is.
So, in April, there will be a free update for a clan feature, a Vertex event, and new avatar. Event? I have no clue.
Okay.
I honestly do not know. And new avatar costumes. Then in May, there's going to be the first round of paid DLC, which is going to have Sento Kaiba, plus 2 other playable characters, plus avatar costumes and skills, along with a free update for online link missions, raid boss events, and a new stage, which is going to be the World Tournament stage. So I'm actually kind of curious in what a raid boss event would be like.
I was about to say, that sounds like an MMO thing.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. I'm interested in that. In June, there's going to be a free update for the Arena event and new avatar costumes. July, there's going to be a free update for a tournament event and new avatar costumes. And August, there's going to be paid DLC with 3 new playable characters, plus avatar costumes / skills, and also a free update with avatar costumes and the new stage, Valley of the End. So, going back to Kaiba being one of the DLC characters, so according to the organization, which is a Yu-Gi-Oh website, they have scans from V-Jump, which shows Kaiba's normal attack is going to be with the blue eyes, and that's really all. Kaiba's going to have 3 attacks. Don't know what his secondary attack is going to be, but his special move is going to be Obelisk the Tormentor's God Hand Crusher. So that looks pretty cool. I still kind of want to play this game, but it's one of those things where it's like I do not need to add another fighting game to my bucket of fighting games that do not get love right now, because they're just sitting there, very sad and dusty. I mean, I honestly think I will never play My Hero 1 Justice ever again.
Or should you?
So, I mean, good point. I mean, Smash is out. Why should I ever touch that game ever at all? I mean, and Deku is going to be in Jump Force. So, I mean...
Did he not come with the base fighters?
I honestly don't know.
I think he did.
I think he did, though. So...
But you never did buy that game, so...
No, I didn't. So I honestly can't remember if he did or not. So if you got Jump Force, let us know if Deku is a playable character from the get-go. Oh, no, he's in the game. I completely scrolled past him. I'm sorry. I'm definitely an amateur sometimes. Yeah, he's in the game.
Okay.
Currently. So, not as DLC. You can play as Deku. So, I think this is it's a cool, I like when games, or I guess companies, come out and be like, hey, here's our plan. You know, even if it's a couple months. But they gave us all the way to August, which is great. I think it's a good thing that they're just being open with us. And they were like, hey, the dates might change, the timeline might change, but here's what we have going on right now. Here's the ideas we got. So I think this is cool. I still kind of want to play this game, but I don't see myself getting it. I really don't.
Yeah, probably won't either. It does look cool, though. Moving on to some more anime news, some more anime fighter news, actually, coming from US Gamer. So the next fighter coming to Dragon Ball FighterZ has been revealed, and it seems like it is going to be Goku yet again, except this time it's going to be the Kid Goku from Dragon Ball GT, who was reverted but through some nonsense into his kid form. Some of the moves that he is going to get include his Power Pole and his Reverse Kamehameha. One super move available to GT Goku and Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball FighterZ is the Super Kamehameha, which changes him into his older Super Saiyan 3 version. GT Goku joins Goku, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and Unpowered Goku on the Dragon Ball FighterZ roster. Other Goku adjacent members in the fighter include the fusion character Super Saiyan Blue Vegito and Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, and the body-controlled Goku Black. If you want Goku, there's a number of options available. Yeah, that's definitely true. Man, this is just another... I mean, it's cool. Obviously, they're supporting the game. It's interesting that he's going to get his Power Pole. That's kind of my most interesting... I guess the thing that kind of sticks out the most to me.
That is going to be really cool to see. I was wondering when I saw this, I was like, is he going to... Because that's one thing that really sets him apart
he's gonna be in the,
from
GT,
the other Gokus.
The Fighter...
Because
the Fighters... I keep saying Fighter Z. The Fighters Pass 2, which so far includes Dragon Ball, Super Broly, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, Jiren, Videl, and obviously Kid Goku. It's gonna be... It is $25 on Xbox One, PS4, and PC. I really want to play this game. I've never been able to play and not get kicked out, though. I don't know. Maybe I should try again. It's been a while, so maybe my internet's better now. I don't know.
Maybe, who knows? This game it's just like watching an anime. I love the team that has put together this game. They've done a lot of fantastic things with it. So I think this is great. I liked watching Dragon Ball GT. I watched it all the way through once.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that Dragon Ball GT is not the greatest thing in the world, but I think it gets a little too much hate. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. I think people
It does. It's definitely not
a little too, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad.
So this is kind of related, but not really.
I don't think you're talking about
just anime in general. So I was in GameStop the other day.
Okay.
No. So I was getting Brain Age 2 for my mom because she likes Brain Age. Tell me about it. So this mom comes in there with her son, and she looks at the GameStop worker and she goes, "Is Beyblade a Pokemon?" And I just kind of stood there, just kept looking through the DS games, trying to find Brain Age in its loose bundle thing. And the guy goes, "No, ma'am, like, Beyblade is Beyblades." And she's like, "No, I'm pretty sure it's a Pokemon." He's like, "No, ma'am, it is definitely just, like, the spinning tops with the animal." She's like, "Yeah, Pokemon." And he goes, "No, it's just Beyblade." She's like, "Byakugan?" And it's like, it was the craziest thing. It was just so weird to watch them have this conversation. And then finally I just stepped in and I was like, "Ma'am, Beyblades is its own thing. It's a cartoon. Like Pokemon is a cartoon. There is not a physical version of a Switch game that is Beyblades. There might be a digital version. You should check that out. If not, you should just buy your son a different game." And her son was like, "Yeah, Mom, I thought you knew it was only digital." And I was like, dang, this little kid's a little mean person to his mom. But anyway, it made me remember that conversation and how that anime can be confusing sometimes to people that don't understand
very strange.
it. So, it is. So, but Epic Games is going to be getting some updates. Thank you, US Gamer, for writing this and telling us about it, because the way they did it is I like how they broke it down. They gave us a roadmap essentially, and they put it out for everybody to see. They're calling it the Epic Game Store Roadmap. So, they broke it up into categories: recently shipped features, near term, so 1 to 3 months, 4 to 6 months, 6 months, and then date to be announced. So I figured we could just kind of run through these, or a couple of them, kind of just talk about them. So recently shipped features. So currently they're going to be doing store search, free game notification, code redemption improvements, collections and bundles, offline mode functionality, enable preloading, and regional pricing. All those features are awesome. And then once you get into the next term, or the next category of things they want to put in the Epic Game Store, you can definitely see them start to evolve and kind of start seeing them, I guess, really, I'd use the word battle what Steam has going on. So, in 1 to 3 months, they would like to implement search by genre and tag, improvements to the offline mode. They want to do something called install management, quote, under the hood, end quote, overhaul, store video hosting, store page redesign, improved DLC support, multi-SKU, cloud saves, add-on purchase checks, and improved patch sizes. So, if you want to read more, you can go check out the rest. But they got plans for 4 to 6 months, and then 6 months, and then to be announced. We'll cover the.
Where are you seeing this? I clicked on the article you had linked, but
so it's It's going to be, if you click it is the little thing that says underneath the video where it says you can see everything Epic has planned for the Epic Game Store here. Yeah.
Okay, I see that.
And then it opens up the little
okay.
Trello thing.
Yeah, I see that.
They did say roadmap disclaimer, features and timing are subject to change. So if you look at this and you're like looking at your Google Calendar, it said 3 months from, well, you know, they'll change stuff as needed, and I'm sure they'll let us know. So, but we'll let y'all look at that and see what you want to see about that. One thing that is really cool, that the dates to be announced, automated refunds, gifting, and Android store. So I don't know if that means the Epic Game Store is going to be coming to Android, or if there's going to be an Android store inside of the Epic Game Store. So either one of those things would be really cool. So I think Epic has a lot of...
An Android store inside the...
Yeah, well, it just says Android store, and I can't, you know, it doesn't... There's obviously no more information than that. It literally just says Android store. So I don't know if the Epic Games... I don't know if the Epic Store is going to have a section for Android games, or if they're talking about they want to put the Epic Game Store on Google Play like Steam does, where you can access your account, buy stuff, different stuff like that. So,
I don't know.
But all these things are just little, like, I guess bullets, you'd call that, and you can see, it shows the, like, label tracking, so you can see, they broke it down, like, green is core platform, yellow is incoming fix, red is investigating, pink is updates ongoing, and then blue is player quality of life, and it's really cool how they broke this down. I've never used Trello before, but it looks pretty interesting to give, one, for a company to use, and two, for consumers that are curious about. It's an easy way to show people what you're working on rather than doing threads and threads of tweets or, you know, different stuff like that. So I think this is great. Thank you, Epic Games and US Gamer, for providing this information. I think there's a lot of good changes coming to Epic stores, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do.
Yeah. This seems like they're not going to rest on the laurels. They're going to continue to add new improvements and change up what they have to try to compete with Epic and other stores like it.
So I think that's really awesome. But you know us. We love saving you money. We got some deals for you. So if you have an Xbox with...
Did they not already announce these games? I looked.
I want to say yes, but in the off chance that we haven't talked about them, we're going to tell you about some games with gold that we may or may have not.
I looked. I didn't see them, which was weird because we always talk about these in the beginning of the month, but I didn't see them.
If you have games with gold and you got an Xbox, you can get Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 for Xbox One now through April 15th. You can also get Metal Gear Rising Revengeance for Xbox One or Xbox 360 if you still got one of those laying around. You can get it now until the 31st of March. So check that out. Also, there's a big, huge, super crazy, awesome sale going on in the PlayStation front until March 29th. Obviously, we're not going to list all those games here, but we put some noteworthy options in here for you. The Bioshock Collection is going to be $21. Borderlands 2 is going to be $5. Horizon Zero Dawn, the Complete Edition, is going to be $17. And The Witcher 3, the Complete Edition, is going to be $20.
So those are some great deals. Those are some amazing games. Some of them are hundreds of hours long, and they're obviously very, very cheap. If you haven't played these games, I would recommend all of them. Definitely, I haven't played Horizon Zero Dawn, but I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I can't wait till you play it to where I can openly talk about it, so I don't spoil things for you. 'Cause there's a lot of all I'm gonna say about Horizon Zero Dawn, because I know I talked about it at the top of the show, is I love Zoids. Man, I love Zoids. I love mechs. Robots are cool. So If you enjoyed this show and you want to let people know about it, we'd love for you to do that. You can rate us. You can subscribe to us. I'm still learning how to talk, as you can see. If you want to rate and subscribe to the show, that'd be amazing. You can leave us a review on iTunes. You can subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, wherever you're on Radio Public. So if you want to reach out to the show, you're more than welcome to. Our social media is always open for y'all to listen to us and interact with us. You can add us on Twitter at Wannabe Podcast. If you want to get a hold of me, it's at Swaylock. If you can get a hold of Ryan, it's Ryan Divisions on Twitter. We have an Instagram. It's at Wannabe Gaming. If you want to email the show, it's wannabepodcast@gmail.com. Thank you to the Heatley Brothers for our music and Alicia for our awesome art. If you want to support us, you can support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/oneupme. That would be greatly appreciated. But the best thing you can do to help the show is tell your friends, tell your families, tell everyone about the show. Just get the word about One Up Me out there, Let us know what you want us to cover. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, you can reach out to us on the things I mentioned above already. As always, everything's going to be in the show notes. You can click down there or swipe, however the app you're using works. You can check it out there. And that's going to be it for this week. If you're traveling, stay safe. If you're gaming,
stay safe.
I'm struggling, man. If you're traveling,
stay safe.
If you are traveling, stay safe. And if you're gaming, play on.